Yo guys, what is going on? I'm not doing another video now. Before I get started, my wrist, I'm still recovering from the illness that I had about this crazy rash thing that happened. Just to get you to know, it is incredibly sore still. But me and Billy were sat here a few days ago and we did the championship prediction and everybody loved it, and people were saying do an SPL one coming very soon. Although we don't know much about the SPL. Of course we know the teams, we just don't really watch the Scottish Premier League, so we don't know a great deal. But we'll try and bring one very soon. If you want to see us do any more across the border, be in the Australian leagues, I don't know, the MLS, La Liga, please do let us know. Also, last year I did this Premier League prediction video and it went kind of crazy. A lot of Liverpool fans got very salty when I said that you would finish 6th, so apologies. I wasn't to say you were going to finish 2nd, but yeah, be in the comment section whenever you ham on me, and then things happen. But this year, there's 2 of us, so yeah, both Borough fans you can say. What we do is we have our pen and paper here, we comment, or should we say we write down our predictions of who's going to win the league, all the way down to 6th, and then of course the relegation zone as well. Top 6 because there is 6 really top teams in the Premier League, and then of course the relegation. Whoever gets relegated, don't worry, it isn't because we're Borough fans and we say, oh, this team's getting relegated for whatever reason. We do actually give reasons for why these teams are put in the certain positions. Without further ado, this is Billy, my brother. He's been on the channel many times. Say hello.
Hello.
There you go. I like to say, do you know what I mean? Both watch the Premier League like everybody else does in this worldwide footballing world. And yeah, we're going to jot down, let's go top 6 first, right? Who do we think is going to finish in the top 6? More importantly, who's going to win this Premier League? Because if you remember last year, very close between Man City and Liverpool. I don't know who to pick. I don't know. I do feel like if Liverpool don't win it this year, I don't think they'll win it for a long time, I'll be honest. But let's get into it and let's write down how it will go. I think I'm gonna go for them. I don't know if they win the league, but I'm gonna go for them. I think it'll be a close one again. I think I finished there. You know what? A lot of people might not agree with this, but it is what it is. A lot of people might get a bit salty. Have you looked at my paper there?
No, I'm looking at my own.
Alright. Do you want to show the camera yours?
So, for top 6, it's there. That's my top 6, right? I'm going to read it from 6th to 1st. For 6th, go with Everton. Now, for me, Everton, they're trying to get all the Wilfred Zaha, 55 million plus Tosin and McCarthy. And they're signing that young lad from Juventus as well. 5th is Arsenal. I feel like, you know, they've strengthened this season. You know, they've strengthened. And with Pepe, if he comes in, that'll be a massive sign for it there. Yeah. He's a good player. 4th, if Maguire comes through, for me it's United. But again, there's a lot of speculation who's coming, who's going. You know, United. Lukaku might be off for potential Dybala. So if Dybala comes in for me, I think United will have a good season. He's a very good player. And we're getting rid of a dead good player in Lukaku. So 3rd, again, with Dybala, is Spurs. I mean, they've signed Ndombele. They're always a team up there. You know what I mean? They're always a good team. I like Spurs. I like to enjoy watching them play. Yeah. And I feel like if they can just get a player who is going to be either a replacement or backup for Harry Kane, because, you know, he's going to get injured. He always does every season. He's always an injury-prone player. 2nd and 1st. Now, it's the same as last season, my 2nd and 1st. But I've gone with City to finish 2nd. Because, as much as I think they're a good team, and they've signed Rodri, you know, they've brought in some players, and obviously they've got the financial backing to do it again in January. I just feel like they've done it twice now. They've done it 2 years in a row, and I feel like Liverpool aren't going to let it happen again. So obviously for 1st, I had them to win the league last season actually. Yeah. But they didn't. I've gone for Liverpool. They haven't brought no one in, but obviously I've said to some Liverpool fans that I know, you do need to strengthen defence if you're going to win the league, because their defence isn't good enough. You know, they got Van Dijk, but then they've got Matip.
They've got the best defender in the world, Lovren.
And they've got Joe Gomez, and it's like, yeah, but they're not on the par of City's defenders.
Fair enough.
You know what I mean? They're not. Yeah. But for me, it's a prediction, so I'm going to go with it winning the league. I don't feel like you said earlier, if they don't win it now, it won't be for a long time.
And in that top 6 as well, you didn't even put Chelsea in there.
I didn't, controversially, because Frank Lampard and the whole transfer stuff.
Well, mine's different to yours. That is, I don't know, that was my top 6. Start with 6th. I think Man United will finish 6th. Perfect season for them. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer still got a lot to learn at United for me. I said transfer market's going okay, but not as well as what he thought it would have done. I know they're linked with like 7 or 6 big names at the start of the transfer window, and so far I don't think they've captured one of the big names, if only 1 or 2. Really.
Have you seen that he's favourite to be sacked by Christmas?
Well, there you go. I mean, that's the manager, so...
The first manager to be sacked this season is our favourite, is Ole.
If Pogba leaves, and if they don't swap deal for him, or if Lukaku goes and again the swap deal doesn't happen, it's going to be another long season for United fans, and I personally think 6th is where Barca will finish. I think 5th will be Chelsea. I think they've got a little bit of class, but not enough to get into the Champions League. But I think Europa League for another season for them. Because obviously the Champions League now, aren't they? But I think by this time next season, I think they probably will finish inside the Europa League spot. I'm not going to call him inexperienced because, of course, he's been in football a long time. Of course, he's managed at Derby, but Derby is a lot different to Chelsea and it's a lot different to the Premier League. Plus, if he starts the kids and all that every single week like he wants to, do you know what I mean? I know he believes in the youngsters, then I feel like they may struggle, and that's why I don't think they'll get top 4. I think in 4th place will be Tottenham Hotspur. Again, there's a lot of talk about them wanting to sort of sell on sort of players. I'm seeing that Lucas wanted to leave the other week or something, and then I'm seeing that Ericsson isn't happy, and they might want to go out the door. I'm seeing that Aurier just had an operation, apparently he won't be back for a while either. Of course, Trippier left. How will that affect the team? Danny Rose is on about leaving. So it's all about chemistry, it's all about morale and whatnot, and if they start selling all these players and bring new players in, they're going to be able to gel in time to obviously kick that this new season. And would it be too late by the time the season gets halfway in to try and build any momentum to even try and get into that sort of top 3 spot? So for me, Spurs to finish 4th. Arsenal, who look exciting this season, but of course we've still got to build on the defence. I put them to finish 3rd, but only if they do tighten up on defence. I think Squadron Mustafi is suspect. I think Koscielny, again, after his comments made about Arsenal, is very much suspect as well. Kolasinac is still no good at left back. Hector Bellerin is okay at right back, but I do think they've still got to improve. I think going forward, they look immense. Right now, they look immense. Pepe is on about signing for them. 72 million. Lacazette, Aubameyang, Ozil. They look good, man. So yeah, I'd have Arsenal to finish 3rd. 1st and 2nd, I just don't see Guardiola letting it slip and letting Liverpool win the title. But again, it's football, anything can happen. Jurgen Klopp has to win the league at some point with Liverpool. So for me, I'm going to go Liverpool to finish 2nd. City to finish 1st. But either way, for me, I think it's going to be tight. I really do. It could go down to the final day again. But that's my own opinion on it. Now, to see who got relegated, let's go. Let's put in our relegation teams. And I've been feeling this for a while, to be fair. Who do I think is going to get relegated?
I already said
this could be an interesting one.
I said to my mate last night who's finishing 20th. I already know who's finishing 20th.
For me, I'm going to put them. And then in 19th is them. And then them. And I have reason. I don't just put them because of these things. I actually have genuine reason. Right, Billy. Show the camera.
There's 18, 19th, 20th.
Yeah,
so 18th, we've gone for a newly promoted side.
Yeah.
Which is Sheffield United.
Fair enough.
See, it's a tough one for the relegation because any team can get relegated. Really tough league. For me, Sheffield United, I don't think they're going to be experienced enough, and I haven't brought in enough players for me to stay up. They're relying a lot on the Championship players to try and do it again in the Prem. And for me, I don't think they will.
Fair enough.
19th is Villa. For me, I don't ever see them staying up. For me, nothing against Villa. Everyone knows I don't like a couple of players for the team. But for me, I don't think like some of the players are good enough. People are saying they are. Grealish for me isn't a good enough player.
Didn't expect that one to be fair.
They need to improve the team.
Wow. Okay,
for me, obviously Dean Henderson went
enough.
back to Sheffield United.
Yeah.
But he's not the best in the keepers in the league. And for me, Villa are going to struggle as well.
Fair enough. Your
For
opinion?
20th,
Yeah.
not because I'm a Borough fan, nothing to do with that. Newcastle. And it's mainly because Steve Bruce hasn't got the backing of the fans. The fans are totally against. No one wants him there. No one wants Ashley in there, and I feel it's going to be a lot of protests and a lot of stuff to do with games. You know, a lot of fans. You know, it might happen, might not turn up to the games. You're not going to get behind the team. They've signed one player for 40 million, who, for me, isn't worth it at all. He's not a player that I would have particularly spent 40 million on.
Yeah.
And Mike Ashley isn't a man of his words. Didn't give the financial backing to Rafa, but then gives 40 million to Steve Bruce. To me, it's not. There's a lot of controversy in Newcastle right now. Where for me, it's the drop for them.
Fair play. Well, that's my relegation teams. Alright there. We'll go with 18th being Newcastle United. Similar reasons to Billy's. Steve Bruce. I don't put much confidence in him at all. Yeah, like I say, he's brought in one player for 40 million. Doesn't think they're going to bring anybody else in. And like I say, I can see the fans being frustrated. I know a lot of Newcastle fans, including my friends, didn't even want Steve Bruce in. And a lot of them said that if Steve Bruce did come in, that they wouldn't actually renew season tickets, or if they had season tickets, actually return them back to the football club, because they weren't interested in going to watch his football or see Steve Bruce as the manager after being a former Sunderland manager. So, yeah, I just don't see it being any sort of paradise at St James this season. I see it being a lot of doom and gloom, and ended in relegation, sadly. 19th, Norwich City. Haven't spent much money, and who they have brought in, a lot of inexperience. I know they brought in a few Championship players, and for me, I don't think going the right way about it is signing Championship players, to be honest with you. If you become this yo-yo club that has to get promoted for the money, get relegated for the money, that's kind of where Norwich have gone over the last couple of years, and I don't see it changing. And in 20th, Sheffield United. Haven't brought in a great deal of players. Chris Wilder's never really managed in the Premier League either. And yeah, somebody's just telling me that them three teams, or should I say Norwich and Sheffield United in particular, probably won't last, if I'm honest with you. And yeah, I mean, that's just my own opinion on it. Put your opinions down below inside the comment section, people. Like I say, that's if you agree with our top 6 now relegation. If you don't, do comment down below, feel free. Check out all social medias, link in the description. And if you want us to do a League 1, a League 2, a National League, whichever league you want us to do next, comment down below. SPL 1 coming very, very soon. Thank you for being on the channel.
Alright.
And we'll see you soon.
Hope the Borough.